Well, we started out this tournament with 160 teams. We are now down to the top 32, and they'll be fighting out in a knockout tournament to see who will be crowned the 2021, the 17th annual Global Trophy Champions. This is the Global Trophy Finals. I am joined alongside
Sam Elliott 64. Yes, we have 5 of our previous 7 champions here, and I tell you what, this is going to be a humdinger because there are so many good teams.
Yeah, so many good teams all across the globe here. Do you want to go through like a brief sort of history about who has won the Global Trophy before for these, just in case?
Yeah, sure. So our previous 7 winners have been 4 times France, 3 times Argentina, 3 times Spain, 2 times Brazil, 2 times Portugal, and 1 time Germany, 1 time the Netherlands. So there have been no African winners or Asian winners. No South American team or any other team apart from European teams have won since 2016. So they've been on a bit of a good run as of late. The closest team to winning the trophy that hasn't actually won is probably now Italy. They've been 3-time runners-up of the overall global trophy, which is a bit of a shame, really. So that's why they're my pick to win.
Yep, and well, from last week, my pick to win is obviously Argentina. They've now won 106 matches after finishing runners-up in their respective qualifiers.
We have also found out the Dud team, Chris. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, so, yes, let's begin on this one. So, let's get the record down. There we go. Brilliant. So, our Dud team, we have based this on the, essentially, on a couple of criteria. The first criteria is, how far have you made it in previous global trophies before? By the way, also, the Dud team is only based off of teams who made it to the quarterfinals and lost, so in their respective qualifiers. So if they made it to the semi-finals or the finals, they are exempt from being the Dud team. And essentially, the first criteria is how far you've gotten in previous global trophies. If there is a tie, it then goes down to how many times have you made it to that stage. Then, if there's still a tie, it goes to how many times have you made it to the Global Trophy Finals itself in its 16-year run before this. And last but not least, if there's still a tie, it goes down to the Global Trophy rankings.
Yep, so these are the rankings that are made up of our own particular rankings. So, for example, it's based off how many wins you have, how many competitions you've won, so on and so forth. So, for example, at the moment, number 1 is Argentina, 2 France, so on.
Yeah, so we kick off with our Dud team. Our Dud team representing Asia. It's Turkmenistan.
Yep, they went through the preliminaries. They've made it to the Global Trophy Finals outright, but they are the Dud team. But this will give them a good boost to their their Global Trophy rankings, at least. Yep,
to at least make it here. Turkmenistan entering their first Global Trophy Final.
Yep, and that's why they're the only. That's why they're Dud team.
Yep. Next up, a team actually being able to compete by the skin of their teeth because they are literally 1 rank higher than Turkmenistan and are also competing in their first Global Trophy Finals. Literally, it was 1 point in it. It's Togo.
Togo also coming through the preliminary qualifiers this year. They managed to win their way through to the Global Trophy Finals.
Next up, representing the Americas in their second Global Trophy Finals, it's El Salvador.
Did well, didn't they? They had the Dud team in the first round, didn't they, El Salvador? But they managed to make the most of their opportunity and make it here.
Yep, their best performance so far has been the Global Trophy first round, where they were knocked out in their only appearance here so far.
Can they go one better?
You never know. Next up, another team making it to their second Global Trophy Finals here. Zimbabwe, representing Africa.
Another team that came through the preliminaries. Zimbabwe did a pretty good job, didn't they, in the Africa qualifiers? They've made it to this stage now. Let's see how they get on.
Yep, and also knocked out in the first round in their only appearance here in the Global Trophy Finals.
Yep.
Next up, also representing Africa, we have Angola, also making it to their second Global Trophy Finals.
Second in a row as well.
Yeah, a very good run for Angola. They'll be able to see maybe if they can do better than they did last time round, where they got knocked out in the first round.
They might have been the dud team last time.
I think they might have been, actually, yeah. Not too sure on that one. I think they might have been. Well, if they were, they got a chance here.
Yep, they've got more of a chance than they had last year.
Yep, and next up, representing Asia, making it to their second Global Trophy Finals, it's Syria.
Yep, Syria did a good job in Asia this time around. They made it through. Credit to them, they've made the most of the opportunities.
Yep, obviously they were exempt from being the dud team due to making it to the semi-finals this time round of their qualifiers.
Yep.
Yep, making it to their second Global Trophy Finals as well. Again, knocked out in the first round in their only other appearance.
Yep, let's see how they get on.
Next up, we have representing Africa, it's Burkina Faso.
Making it to the semi-finals of the Africa section where they lost out to eventual African champion South Africa. Burkina Faso did quite well, didn't they?
Yes, again, exempt due to the fact of making it to the semi-finals before being beaten by the eventual winners of that qualifiers. This is their second Global Trophy final as well. Again, knocked out in the first round in their only other appearance. Next up, it is the current reigning, shocking, defending European champions, Romania, making it to their third Global Trophy final.
Yeah, but what a story. I mean, they had the easiest run. Let's be fair to them now. It wasn't it wasn't a hard run for Romania. My dog just barked.
Indeed, I heard that.
But Romania did very well. They even beat Spain in the end, didn't they? To win.
Yes, Romania making it to their third Global Trophy finals. Their last two outings in the finals, they've been knocked out in the first round. Next up, representing South America, it is their fourth Global Trophy finals. It's Uruguay.
It surprised me that it's only their fourth, but of course you have to remember back in the day, America only had 4 qualification spots. Uruguay, of course, beating Brazil on penalties to qualify for this year's Global Trophy Finals. They are still also yet to score a goal.
Yep, Uruguay this is their fourth final. Their last 3 outings in the Global Trophy Finals, knocked out in round 1.
Yep, very true.
Next up, representing Asia, making it to their fourth Global Trophy Final, it's Vietnam.
Yep, last couple of years they've qualified. Been in good form recently, Vietnam, so let's see how they get on.
Yep, Vietnam, again, their fourth Global Trophy Final. Their last 3 outings, knocked out in the first round.
See if they can improve on that.
Next up, former America's winners, and making it to their 5th Global Trophy Final, it's Paraguay.
Paraguay winners back in 2009. Good team, Paraguay, beating Jamaica 5-1 to qualify.
Yep, and Paraguay, their best outing in the Global Trophy Finals, they made it to the quarterfinals in one of their 4 appearances.
Good stuff for Paraguay, excuse me.
Next up, we have a bit of a dark horse here, representing Africa. Making it to their 5th final, it's Liberia.
Liberia are the form team coming into this from Africa, you have to say, because they have finished in the top 3 of the Global Trophy last time out.
Yeah, they can certainly be seen a favourite, and that is their best run so far. The time before that, they were quarter-finalists, so they're slowly starting to make that rise up.
They are. They're a good team, Liberia. I'm surprised it took them so long to get to the top 8, and they've only been into 3 Global Trophy finals, and since then they've been in all 3.
Yes. Next up, making it to their 5th Global Trophy finals, it's Greece.
Last time out, they were so fortunate to do so. They finished 8th in the preliminaries. Then we realised they didn't have to qualify because there was a team extra, so they finished 7th overall. Then they qualified for the Global Trophy finals, and they've done it again this year. Yep,
Greece's best run in the Global Trophy out of those 4 finals they've already previously attended to. They actually made it to the semi-finals.
They're a good team, Greece. Dark horses.
Yep. Next up, representing South America, in their 6th Global Trophy final, it is the one and only Peru.
Good team, Peru. They've been semi-finalists in the America section in the past. Tough to beat. Very tough to beat.
Yep, their best run in those 5 finals they've already attended to is a quarter-final victory. They were able to make it to the quarterfinals before being knocked out.
Yeah, good side. We'll see how they get on. Difficult to beat.
Yep. Next up, representing Asia, making it to their 6th Global Trophy final, it's Thailand.
They've made it the last couple as well, Thailand. They've been in good form recently. Thailand, I think they finished in the top 4 of Asia this time around, so...
no, they were top 8.
Oh, they're top 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies.
That's right. In their 5 outings in the Global Trophy so far, they have made it past the first round only twice.
We'll see how they get on this year.
Next up, representing Europe, making it to their 6th Global Trophy final, it is Denmark.
Denmark as high as the top 8 in the past, I'm fairly sure.
They have
really
actually made a semi-final once.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, really good team, Denmark. But the thing is, they're all good teams at this stage. You can't just be good, you have to be outstanding.
Yep, speaking of outstanding, also former Global Trophy semi-finalists, making it to their 7th Global Trophy final, it's the United States of America.
Beating Mexico this time around. They built the wall and they made the Mexicans pay for it.
Yes, indeed, especially with this tournament. Again, 2 years in a row against Mexico. The USA have been able to get their number this time around again.
Very impressive.
Next up, it's the champions of Africa. The shocking champions of Africa, but the champions of Africa nonetheless, they have the pedigree in the finals. It's their 7th Global Trophy final. They are 3-time semi-finalists in the Global Trophy finals. It's the African champions, South Africa.
First time African champions, which is very strange to say, but they have been so good this year. They fought their way through to win it as well. They beat Cameroon in the first round. They beat Nigeria in the final.
Yeah,
good team.
A very good team. Next up, making it to their 8th Global Trophy final, 3-time Global Trophy champions, representing Europe. The runners-up of this year's European qualifiers, it's Spain.
I wonder if they're going to cause any Spain without the S. Spain have a very good success rate when they do get... Yeah, I know. If they win this year, they have a 50% success rate when qualifying for the finals of winning it.
Yes, definitely.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Now we get to the final team that has made it to less than 10 Global Trophy finals, which means we have 12 that have made it to over 10.
Very impressive stuff.
Representing Oceania, it's New Zealand.
Yep, New Zealand, a benefactor of that amazing run they had in Oceania back in the day. They used to finish 2nd every single year. This year, for the first time, finishing ahead of Australia.
Yes, making it to the semi-finals of the Asian qualifiers this time round. In their previous 8 appearances in the Global Trophy finals, they've made it past the first round 4 times.
Yeah, they're a good team, New Zealand. Like, not an especially pedigree-filled team, but a good one nonetheless.
Next up, making it to their 10th final, 2-time Global Trophy champions, it's Portugal.
It is Portugal, the 2-time champions, the back-to-back champions, the only ever team ever to do it in 2018 and 19. Can they do it again? Can they reclaim the title?
Yep, and next up, we've got to go for the team that is just championship material. It's the current champions, making it to their 10th Global Trophy finals. It's the Netherlands. The Netherlands obviously winning the Global Trophy Championships last time round, alongside their European Championships back in 2020. They were beaten this time round in the semi-finals.
Only on penalties, though.
Yes, but still a loss, though, for them. Could that have knocked their confidence? We'll find out very soon. Next up, making it to their 10th final, runners-up of the Asian qualifiers, it's China.
A great team, and 3-time, I think, Asian winners as well. Maybe 4-time, I can't remember exactly. It is 3 times. So 3-time Asian champions, China. A really good team, but I wouldn't expect them to go all the way. That's just my prediction for China.
Yep, China, even though it's their 10th final, the last 9 outings in the Global Trophy Finals, they have only been able to make it past the first round 3 times. They've been knocked out 6 times in the first round in their Global Trophy Finals appearances.
We'll see how they get on this year. They're a good team, but again, don't expect miracles.
Yep, next up, representing South America, Global Trophy semi-finalist in the past, making their 11th appearance in the Global Trophy finals, it's Colombia.
A really good side. They managed to get their way through to the Global Trophy finals again this year. They're a bit of an enigma, Colombia. They tend to be fairly solid, but like sometimes they just have absolute shockers, like losing to Panama last year.
Yes, but Colombia look to be back on form here as they make their 11th appearance in the Global Trophy finals.
Yep.
Next up, the Americas champions. It's Chile, making their 11th Global Trophy finals.
Beating Argentina on home soil for the first time since 2018, where I believe they were the last ones to do so as well.
Yes, so certainly a big moment there for Chile. In their last 10 appearances, they have been able to make it to the top 8 once before, with a quarterfinal appearance in one of their 10 performances so far.
Could be a dark horse, Chile. Watch out.
Yep. Next up, another dark horse. It's Gabon, making it to their 11th Global Trophy final.
They always go a bit under the radar, don't they, Gabon? But they always seem to just do enough. And they've done enough once again to make it to the Global Trophy finals.
Yep, in their last 10 appearances, they've only been able to make it to the second round twice. They've been knocked out 8 times in the first round before.
Yep.
Next up, making it to their 11th Global Trophy finals, it's the team that we're all thinking, could they do it again? It's 4-time Global Trophy champions, France.
They also have a possibility to make it a 50% win rate if they make it to, well, pretty much a 50% win rate. France, runners-up in the Global Trophy last time around. They finished second to the Netherlands. They've won the trophy 4 times. They've won in Europe so many times as well. They are so dangerous to play against, France. Can they do it again?
And next up, making it to their 12th Global Trophy finals, but never won one yet. It's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. It's Italy.
3-time losing finalists, Italy, the most successful team in Europe in terms of European championships. Is this their year?
Yep, as Sam said, their best run has been finishing runner-up to the eventual champions 3 times. Yet to win one yet.
Yep.
Next up, the champions of Asia, making it to their 12th Global Trophy final, it's Japan.
Yeah, Japan, a solid team to play against. Obviously, 2-time Asian champions now. They're winning it this year for the first time since 2008. So, a 12-year gap, but they are so deadly.
Next up, speaking of deadly, there's no team deadlier than this. It's 3-time Global Trophy champions, making it to their 13th Global Trophy final. It's Argentina.
Yep, and 9-time America's champions. They go for their 10th, but they missed out in the final to Chile.
Argentina.
Can they...
Sorry, you go on.
No, I was just saying, can they seek their revenge and win the trophy that really matters?
Argentina have some damn good pedigree in this tournament. They have made it to 12 previous Global Trophy finals. In all 12 appearances, they have never failed to reach the quarterfinals.
Yep, they reached the quarterfinals last season, beaten by eventual runners-up France.
Yep, 12 times they've been here, 12 times they've made it to the quarterfinals, 12 times they've made it to the top 8. That's why they're the #1 team in the rankings.
Yeah, they're so good.
Next up, runners-up of the African section, making it to their 13th Global Trophy finals. It is Nigeria.
Yep, Nigeria. If there was ever an African hope to win the Global Trophy, this is it. They have made the finals of the Global Trophy on 2 occasions with defeats. They have won the African section, I think 6 or 7. No, sorry, they've won it 7 times, haven't they? They were going for their 8th. They missed out this time. Can they exact their revenge on the Global Trophy finals?
Certainly could. And last but not least, obviously the team that has made it to the most Global Trophy finals in history, making it to number 16. It's Australia.
Yep, again, another beneficiary of the Oceanian qualifiers back in the day. They've made it to so many global trophies. They've won every single Oceania competition. They've won 3 in Asia. They've only ever missed out the global trophy finals once.
Yep, and in their 15 previous appearances, they've only made it to round 2 6 times. So they've been knocked out 9 times in the first round, but this will be their 16th final.
Yeah, good luck to them. They're going to need it. Don't forget to save state.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because this one's the worst one.
This one's the worst one, yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Do not want to be doing that again. There you go.
First time. Look at that.
Have we? Okay, I think we had one which wasn't. I think throughout this entire bleeding tournament so far.
Yeah, see, we make changes to improve the experience for you guys, and look what happens, it works.
the game just helps us this time round. Fair play. Right, look at these. Oh, God. We could have a France-Italy second round, first off.
There's not many other big teams in there. You've got Nigeria and Australia in there in the second set of matches, basically. And then you've got Portugal in there too. New Zealand get the bye over Turkmenistan.
They could go above Australia again, and it could be Vietnam or Burkina Faso. We're going to have New Zealand, Vietnam, or Burkina Faso in the top 8 this year.
Amazing stuff, isn't it? You'd love to see that.
Someone's going to have a fairy tale story here. France take on Togo first.
France, the big red-hot favourites.
10-0 France, dominant again.
Good start for the French. Next up, it is Denmark against Italy, the bridesmaids.
Denmark they've knocked them out. Italy gone in round 1.
There goes my prediction.
Yeah. There you go. Italy KO'd Denmark through again to the second round.
Yep, next up it is Nigeria, the runners-up of Africa against Syria in their, I think, one of their first ever appearances in the Global Trophy Finals.
Yep, their second finals. They've made it to round... They were knocked out in round 1 the first time. They've been knocked out in round 1 again. 7-0 Nigeria.
7-0 to Nigeria is a massive result. Peru play the preliminary qualifiers, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, again, haven't made it past round 1 as of yet. Peru made it to the quarterfinals before. Peru through.
Good result for Peru. They go through. Next up, 2 Asian teams. Thailand against Australia.
Thailand has made it to round 2 twice. Australia have made it to round 2 6 times. Neither of them have made it to the quarterfinals as of yet.
A fight with either Portugal or Gabon awaits.
Australia through, 2-1.
Good result for Australia. Next up, the 2-time back-to-back champions Portugal take on Gabon.
Gabon, 11 Global Trophy final appearances. More than Portugal, actually, but Portugal, they've got the championships before. And they've gone through to get a second-round tie with Australia.
Good match that'll be. Next up is the bye match for New Zealand, so they will progress at least as far as Australia will this year. Yeah,
maybe further, because New Zealand, I'd say, have got the easier run.
They do. They will play the winner of
our next
match. Big Vinny in the finals. You'll love to see it.
Big Vinny in the... Of course, we had to have Vinny in the finals, of course. Who wants RJ Fernandez in the final when we can have Vinny Jones in the final? Seriously.
Exactly. You'll love to see it.
Refereeing a match, beating people up, you know. You love to see it in a Global Trophy final, don't you?
It's just what he does. It is just what he does. Next up, then, is Vietnam versus Burkina Faso.
2 of the teams at the lower end of experience here. Burkina Faso have only made 2 finals. Vietnam, this is their 4th. Burkina Faso beat Vietnam, and they are through to their first ever second round.
And they will play New Zealand for a place in the quarter-finals.
Yep, El Salvador now. Their second appearance in the Global Trophy Finals against a team who has made it to 7. Former semi-finalists, the USA.
USA are so good as well. They've got to be the favourites here.
Barely through!
And look at this, a rematch already.
Yep, Chile-Argentina, the rematch from the 2021 Americas Qualifiers Final. Argentina knock out the champs.
And there you go, Argentina are still on for their championship. So Chris's prediction's still in.
Yep, Japan, Uruguay next. The Asian champions.
Yep, I'd say probably the favourites here are Japan.
Japan through, Uruguay, who beat Brazil to get here, out in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Angola in their second consecutive Global Trophy Finals taking on Colombia.
Yep, Colombia who have made it to... This is their 11th. 4-0 Colombia, they're through.
They are through, yes, and they will play Japan in the next round. Next up, the 3-time champions Spain take on China.
Yep, China making it to 10 Global Trophy finals. Spain, this is only their 8th. But they're through to the second round this time. China, not going to be able to beat their previous record of making it to 3 second rounds.
Yep, absolutely. Next up, Paraguay, the former America's champions, against Liberia, the former African champions. Rank 3 Liberia, don't forget.
Yep, definitely. They're gone! Paraguay through!
Paraguay will play Spain in the next round. Next up, it is the African versus the European champions. Romania versus South Africa.
2 of the biggest shockers in the as being champions here. Especially Romania. They're through! 3-2!
Huge result for Romania, and the last fixture of the round of 32 is the Netherlands versus Greece.
Yep, Greece. Greece have made it to a semi-finals before. 5 appearances. Netherlands, 10 appearances. They're the reigning champions. They're through to the second round to take on Romania.
So, our top 16 looks like this. It is France, Denmark, Nigeria, Peru, Australia, Portugal, New Zealand, Burkina Faso, USA, Argentina, Japan and Colombia, Spain, Paraguay, and the European champions Romania against the World Global Trophy champions, the Netherlands.
Yeah, but it's France, Denmark first up. France through to another quarterfinals.
They're so dominant, France. They've yet to concede a goal. They've scored 15.
Yeah, they've knocked out the former Global Trophy semi-finalists in the second round. Nigeria, Peru next.
The most successful team in Africa taking on Peru.
Nigeria through again.
They go through to the quarterfinals. Peru go home at this early stage. Australia, they have never made it past this stage before against the 2018 and 19 champions Portugal.
Yep, and 10-time Global Trophy finalists. Oh, it's so close for Australia, but they just couldn't pull it out. It's Portugal through to another quarterfinals.
Can New Zealand beat Australia's record? No Oceania team has ever made it to the quarterfinals of the Global Trophy. Can this be their year?
They've got Burkina Faso. No, they're out as well. Burkina Faso in the top 8.
Amazing stuff for Burkina Faso. Now, the USA.
Yes, Burkina Faso, only their second Global Trophy finals. They've made it to the top 8 this time round.
Yep, they are on a rampage at the moment, Burkina Faso. USA versus Argentina.
Argentina never failed to reach the quarterfinals. They still haven't! 13 times
Wowee.
They've made it to the quarterfinals of the Global Trophy. They've never failed to get to this point.
They haven't. Next up, it's Japan versus Colombia. Japan, Asia's last team already.
Yep, the Asian champions here. They're out!
Colombia through to the quarterfinals to play Argentina.
Yep, Colombia 1 win away from equaling their best performance, but they've got Argentina. It's Spain, Paraguay next.
Spain, the 3-time champions. Can they beat Paraguay?
Paraguay, former America's champions. Spain's through.
Spain are through, and we are having all of the champions so far through to the quarterfinals if the Netherlands can beat Romania.
Yep, the European champions versus the world champions. The world champions through. Romania, a spirited effort, but they are out in round 2.
They are out indeed. So, our top 8 is
Jeez,
France, Nigeria. That is a studded top 8. France, Nigeria, Portugal, Burkina Faso, Argentina, Colombia, and the Netherlands versus Spain.
France, Nigeria first up.
France are probably the favourites here, gunning for their 5th Global Trophy Championship.
France through, 2-1, Nigeria out in the quarterfinals, but they can hold their heads up. They've had a great performance this year.
They have. Burkina Faso, Africa's last hope. Can they beat Portugal, the 2-time champions?
Nope, it was close, but Portugal with the win.
Portugal go through. If Argentina win this next match against Colombia, they will be a repeat champion.
Colombia, the last hope for a new champ, possibly, against the ever so dominant Argentina. They're through. Argentina through. We're going to have a repeat champion.
Just about. We are indeed. Is it going to be Spain or the Netherlands? Who goes through in this match?
World champions still in it at the moment. Netherlands knock out Spain. The curse is over for Spain. They're out.
They've been beaten by the Netherlands, the defending champions. They're going for a repeat. Can they do it?
France, Portugal, semi-finals. Argentina, Netherlands, semi-finals. All 4 of them global trophy champions.
France, Portugal.
Portugal's through again to the finals.
Can they win it for a 3rd time in 4 years? What an amazing story this would be for Portugal.
Argentina, Netherlands now.
The Netherlands, the holders.
Netherlands through as well.
So it's going to be the Portuguese or the Dutch again for the 4th time in 4 years. These two are going to win the trophy again. Is the Netherlands going to repeat, or is it going to be a Portugal comeback?
Netherlands have repeated it. They've done it again.
The Netherlands have won the global trophy for the 2nd year in a row.
Yep, they've just said, do you know what, Portugal, if you can do that, I can do that. And Netherlands have done it again.
Wowee, what a final. The Argentina, bitter disappointment for them, beaten by the Netherlands. Portugal are getting to the final for a 3rd year in 4. Wowee, what a finals. The Netherlands taking home the trophy.
Yeah, Portugal nearly making it probably the fastest 3-time global trophy champions that would have been if Portugal had done it. But it's not to be. The Netherlands knock them out in the end, and the Netherlands are the 2nd ever team to win back-to-back global trophies. We spent over a decade without that, and now we got 2 in the space of 4 years.
So, the championship does not change hands.
Netherlands.
The Netherlands remain champions.
Yes, and still global trophy champions. The champions of the global trophy in 2021. It is the Netherlands.
Amazing stuff. Congratulations to the Netherlands. They take home their 2nd global trophy. They join Brazil and Portugal on 2 apiece.
Yep, and they can join Portugal on back-to-back winners as well.
Yeah, absolutely. France and Argentina, ranks number 1 and 2 in the global trophy, must be absolutely gutted. What an opportunity for both of them to get another tournament. Beaten by the underdogs in both matches on penalties, and the Netherlands beating 3 champions in a row to win.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, that just proves now what used to be Portugal's, but now is Netherlands' stranglehold on the title.
Can they do it again next year?
Well, we'll have to find out next year. The 2022 Global Trophy will be coming up at the end of this year, at the end of the 2021 year. Hopefully this year's bloody better than 2020, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But with that, folks, the Netherlands have done what Portugal did 2 years back and have won back-to-back Global Trophy Championships. And they are now looking like the team to beat here.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in the Champion of Champions in 2022, won't they?
Oh yeah, well, with 2 Global Trophy victories, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, if they're right up front and centre of that.
Yeah, one of the favourites now for sure. The Netherlands, congratulations.
Yeah, commiserations to Portugal on making it to their 3rd in 4 finals. But they made it to the third grand final in 4 appearances, but they just couldn't unseat the Netherlands. The Netherlands, back-to-back winners, winners of 2020's Global Trophy, winners of 2021's Global Trophy, and, well... Oh, great. Yeah, we'll wrap up. Sam's clicked off his recording, apparently. So, with that, the 2021 tournament is over. And, well, we will be seeing you later this year, at the end of the year, for the 2022 Global Trophy. I've been Masterath. He's been our shit. And we'll see you later this year for the next Global Trophy. See you then.